even though it's dark, we are going to be installing the Goliath grill from AM Off-Road, and it's going to be replacing the AM Off-Road Shark grill. This is going to be a super easy install. Replacing the grill and getting the grill installed is the easiest part. It's literally like 10 tabs, plastic tabs. They just pop right off. Grill comes off, you pop your new grill on, you're good to go. The hardest part's going to be your wiring. There's a few different ways you can wire this grill. As you can see, it has 3 lights right in the front of the grill, and here's your wiring that comes with it. You power your negative and it runs to your 3 bulbs. Now there could be a few ways you could wire this up. You could wire it to your running lights, you could run it to a switch like your fog lights, but as you can see, where we have no fenders, so we have no turn lights, turn signals, we're going to be wiring them up to our turn signals. So that's going to be a tricky part that you might find kind of interesting, but we're going to dive right into it and get it going. So the first things first, you're going to want to find your turn signal plug-in, which is going to be, you know, this right here. It's just running in right through there. You want to get it, and you can either try to pull out or cut off just the wires that you need. Me, I made it easier. I just cut all of them, so I've got all these wires. Now the green and white wire is going to be your power, and the black is your ground, and those are the wires we're going to use to run to our lights so we get the turn signals. But before we do that, we're probably going to go ahead and install the grill, so that way we can run our wires, and we'll get into the whole wiring process after we get our grill installed. So to get your stock grill or other aftermarket grill out, there are all of these tabs right here. All you're going to need is a flathead screwdriver. Just prop that out, and this should just pop right out like so, and it pulls out just like that. Save those because you're going to need those to install your new grill, and you're just going to go down and do that for every single one of these. There's 6 of them, so once we get those off, then we can take off the old grill. So once you get all those tabs out, as you can see, literally it's just going to fall right off. And that is a grill insert that I had, so you didn't even have to worry about that if you don't have one of those. The grill just comes right off. We'll set that to the side. Then you should be left with this. Now all that's left is to put your new AM Off-Road Goliath grill on, and basically just going to repeat that process but in reverse. Install the grill and put all the tabs back in it. So now that we got everything hooked up, our wires tucked and ran, now all we got to do, cut it to the length we need because we don't need all this excess wire, and then we're going to wire it into the power and negative of the AM Off-Road Angel Eye headlights, so that way when we turn on our headlights and our halos, the LED lights in this Goliath grill will come on as well. And what I've done here, like I've said in some of my other videos, I use a lighter on these smaller wires. Plus that helps out with situations like this when you don't want to have to completely disconnect it. You can just hit that lighter anywhere on that wire, and it'll give you enough to melt that rubber covering and pull enough back where we can just tie it in like so. So we're going to connect our power and our negatives, get it all taped up, and then we should be all good to go to try it out. All right, everything's all finished, wired up. Just gonna retuck our wires, try to hide them a little bit better. And there you go. Now we just got to re-put our clips back in, basically the same way like when we took the old one off, and then your install on the Goliath grill will be all said and done. As far as these tabs go, you can see that you are going to have an extra on each side. depending on your grill. But you're just going to take your tab, and it's just reversing the process. That goes down in there like so. And then that pushes down in there, and it locks it in place. And you get your other ones. Whoop. Get your hole lined up there, like so. Just pop that down in there. That down in there like so. Last one. Boom. And boom. And now you've successfully installed the Goliath grill on your 2019 Wrangler JL.